we've gotten a few family members around, and their main role is to record it because that was a request. So, my mother, I'm going to start out with telling, I joked and said, you don't remember your birth, and I don't, so I'm going to just tell about it. She was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, to Anna and Frank Matchett. And at the time, they had been married about 10 years. And so mother was a much wanted baby. He was an up-and-coming vice president of the First National Bank, and so he was an important person in town, I can say, and they were excited to get mother here. You want to say anything about your birth, or I'm going to go straight to Charles Lindbergh? Can I go straight to Charles Lindbergh?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay. My mother was a young babe in Tulsa, and my grandfather, her father, had been a pilot, and they were all very excited about flying. Flying was the future.
Your father was
No, your father. He flew planes, yes.
Okay.
We'll keep it straight between the two of us. Anyway, so he met Charles Lindbergh in the process, and Charles Lindbergh had come to Tulsa, and they wanted to experiment with flying. Well, here's my mother, who was a little babe, probably 1 year plus old. You want to tell that story?
Yes. Well,
Got close.
like here?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
All right. My mother was a worrier, and she worried about flying. At this time, 1929, no babies had been flown, and she felt that the air pressure on my ears would damage my ears for life. So she demanded a hearing aid specialist to come test me before the flight and after the flight. And they were seriously concerned about it, and I survived beautifully without any damage to my ears that they could find.
So proof in the pudding, I guess. And so at that point, they knew they needed to get airports together. So her father was put on a committee to start an airport in Tulsa. And if you go to the Tulsa airport, you'll see that he was a treasurer on that committee. Well, he was up and coming in the First National Bank, and he would go around and open branches around the country. And there was one area by Seagraves, Texas, that they thought might have an oil boom. So he opted to leave the First National Bank and go start the bank in Seagraves, Texas. And you haven't heard of Seagraves because it's a small town. Mom will tell you a little bit about it.
Well, small is small. There was no stoplight. There were 2 blocks of pavement, and they moved there from Tulsa, Oklahoma, which was a 30, 40,000, maybe even 50,000 people, to this town that had 2 blocks of pavement. And Mother left her First Baptist church, which had stained glass windows and an organ and a piano and several ministers, to go to this place that had a house for a church and regular windows and a piano. And she survived as beautifully as my ears did. Is that you all?
Well,